Dan, thank you. From Music City to Cowtown. This is the championship game of the American Athletic Conference Tournament. Tom Hart with Dane Bradshaw. Alyssa Lang has joined the party as well. And we get a big-time matchup between a Memphis team that won the regular season in the American and a UAB squad that's trying to be a bid thief today. And all those bubble teams sitting watching to see if they can make it, or watching Dane Danger do his magic, finding Colby Rogers. 17 rebounds last time, and now Lendenborg pulls one down. And Lendenborg looking for an assist as the Blazers want to run. Danger messed that up, but it ended up in the hands of Alejandro Vasquez for the bucket. This is a UAB.
Because UAB has been denying him in the half court, so you got to get him a touch, even if it starts with him as the ball handler. It becomes 4-on-4 at this point.
Oh, Vasquez left Danger.
And that's the beauty for Memphis basketball. Yes, you deny Haggerty out there, whether it's running offense for him or through him.
McGee, mid-range jumper short. UAB is not an efficient three-point shooting team. They're much better from two. That's where Lendenborg makes his money. Little floater goes, and he's got 4 points early on. First 2 point guards. Tyrese Hunter, who never misses a game, is out with a foot injury, and Dante Harris, the Virginia transfer, is still out with an ankle injury. They seal off the backside, and Danger is able to take control again. He's got
Danger the ball, unsung hero on that play that won't show up in the stat sheet.
Jourdain guarding Yaxel Lendenborg, who is the Defensive Player of the Year in this conference for the second consecutive season. And it kisses it off the glass. We got
that time they get it on the first one.
Colby Rogers dribbles into a jumper, and Lendenborg rips down another rebound. 18 points a game and 11 boards for Lendenborg. Johnson for three. Ephraim Butta Johnson had a great shooting game at FedEx Forum. He's only played in 15 games all season. 1 game in March. Number 1 in white was the preseason freshman of the year in the American Athletic Conference. Lendenborg tees one up, knocks it down, and UAB with the lead.
And Memphis is going to play that drop coverage where that pass is going to be open because the big is going to hang in the paint, and Lendenborg makes them pay.
PJ Carter, good shooter, and proves it.
He's been shooting with a ton of confidence from deep for Memphis.
UAB and games away from Bartow Arena. Tyron Moore is sleeping. Haggerty rips it away from him. Musa Cisse with the jam.
Well, that's what you cannot do against Memphis. The live ball turnovers will eat you alive.
Great coming. Here's Haggerty, 42 points 2 games ago. And that is a beautiful touch for the Conference Player of the Year.
He's so good, especially when he has space. And that's something Tulane did a nice job of. They had help defenders all around him. When a defender's on an island, you're in big trouble with Haggerty.
Danger on the bench for the time being. Lendenborg matched up with the freshman Harris, looking for another assist, and he gets it on the trip at Birmingham at Bartow Arena. Lendenborg misses the 8-footer. And here's Danger bringing it up. Danger's not stopping anytime soon. And it's a 3-point chance. With 17 boards. Free throw shooting was abhorrent yesterday, though. One redirected. And a skying rebound for Butta Johnson. 6'4" junior out of Huntsville, Alabama. Jabari McGee gets downhill, reverses it, and spins it off the glass.
And he's so good at recognizing.
7-game win streak. After a win yesterday against Tulane with 22 offensive rebounds, their most in 5 years. Stripped away by Jourdain, and he gets whistled for the foul. Jabari McGee at the free throw line. Andy Kennedy.
A game connecting on 44 of 48.
By the way, we got a fantastic officiating crew today. So he went the NAIA route, a couple of different stops, including LSU Alexandria, before finding his home in Birmingham. Moore from 15 feet drills it, and UAB is up by 2. And every bubble team in the country is pleading for Memphis to find its stroke on the offensive end. 11 consecutive misses. And a foul on the drive. And this is a Memphis team right now, Dane, that just doesn't seem to be focused.
No, they don't. I think they also got to understand the situation.
Hoping and trying to convince your players to understand the finality of the postseason. Now, Memphis will get days leading Memphis State to a Final Four. They all know what it's like to win. And Nolan Smith specifically said, I learned it from the seniors at Duke. I learned exactly how hard you have to pour your heart and soul into every game when it's lose and go home. Colby Rogers for three. Yes! Finally, after 11 consecutive misses.
He is
said you got to be able to go straight at him, and when we can, let's bring another body over, make him feel that pressure.
Well, the easier said than done as he leads the break and gets another assist on the three. This time it's Tony. Field
rebounding, scoring, distributing.
Danger working on Lindenborg. Jump hook with the left. He can do it either side. He's got 8.
We told it earlier last game how when he was a kid he broke his left hand, his dominant hand, falling down the steps, so he started practicing with his right. That allows him to be ambidextrous, or as my teammates used to say, a little amphibious with it.
Well, you had great teammates, but you went to public school. Tyron Moore with the 3, and Memphis has extended the lead to 5. Axel Lindenborg looking for his second career first half double-double. He might be knocking on the door of a triple-double already. Danger fouled. It goes off the back of the rim, and we'll have 2 coming.
8 shots, so they're being opportunistic and connected on 5 of them.
And nearly a lane violation by Ezeguero. Lindenborg the rebound. The Memphis team that has made just 2 of its last 15 from the floor. Colby Rogers. Nice touch. He's got 7. He's nearly at his guard. Jabari McGee committed his second personal foul 4 minutes ago in game action. Tony. Pull up jumper good.
Both of these teams very comfortable with the conventional mid-range shot. That in today's game has almost been extinct, but they love the mid.
Balance attack. Butta Johnson's got 8. Lindenborg's got 9, and a foul on the interior in the first 38.5 minutes.
That showed me a lot, arguably even more than the 42 free throw line. A difficult guy to officiate. It does a really nice job with pump.
Danger here. 10 to shoot. Lindenborg gets his screen, gets downhill, bumps into Danger. He rejects it with 4. Cisse's got it. 6 to play. Danger up front. Here's a Koji and a whistle out of zone. They'll mix it up. And they'll try to hide it, but they're sitting in man right now. Oh, try to get it to Koji. Lindenborg nearly had a steal, knocked it out of bounds. It'll be UAB basketball with 1.9.
Well, they opted not to really.
Lindenborg is waiting for a screen, it looks like, from Vasquez. Skipped all the way to Butta Johnson, launches and just missed. It was on line but short. UAB is 20-6 this season when leading at the half. The Blazers have held Memphis to just 38% shooting. 3 of his assists have led to 3s. 3-point lead for UAB. The Blazers can only make it to the NCAA tournament with a win today to get the automatic bid. Memphis will be in next week regardless. And you wonder, with a start so late on Selection Sunday and the committee working so hard to get it done, what impact even a win today for Memphis. Last 8 games, he only had 5 double-doubles in his first 100 career games.
He's got great footwork as well. We've seen him be so nimble, good hands, good passer. And he likes this matchup right here. I think he can get a lot of damage done no matter where he is on the court.
Gives it up to Haggerty, guarded by Vasquez, and right over the top of Alejandro Vasquez.
Well, it's not always some sort of creative set play. Penny Hardaway just puts his scorers in a position to get buckets. And Haggerty is yet another 20-plus scorer that they've had now for 3 straight years. Kendrick Davis, David Jones.
Yeah, both of those guys finished in the top 10 in the country in scoring, and PJ Haggerty comes into today 3rd in the nation in points per game, and he goes right through the defender and ends up picking up the foul in front of him. And the biggest improvement he made year to year last year at Tulsa, you see the national ranks, came from this, and he was the first portal pickup they had in the offseason. He said, Coach, I had a wrist injury last year. I did not shoot the ball well. It's 20 in this matchup. Coleman's guarding Jordan, and it's Lindenborg on Danger. And Lindenborg with the near steal, and he saved it. Great footwork, but it's right back to Memphis. Rogers takes advantage. Second three for Colby Rogers.
Yeah, good deflection. Just tough break for UAB. Memphis.
And last stop, Wichita State.
Memphis, one of the best three-point shooting teams percentage-wise, but they have not been but 21% in the first two games here.
Second effort, Lendenborg results in a foul. He's an incredible. He's 12th in the country with 22 double-doubles this year. And this is the shot to the face between these two guys who have turned into rivals. And it'll be a flagrant. Yaxel Lendenborg will go to the free throw line.
They said
Lendenborg trying to snap a 7-0 Memphis run.
In high school basketball games before going to Arizona Western, and has found a home here with UAB, and Andy Kennedy has just done an.
To stay in college, and you would in this late second round sometimes. Vasquez finishes inside, and UAB putting together a mini run.
So what a big call that was. Not only do you get the free throws, you get the ball back and you score on the baseline out of bounds play.
Danger on the other side of the rim. He's into double figures.
Well, he can bury you down low, but he can also get you out 8 to 10 feet away from the basket and beat you with his foot speed.
Jabari McGee had to sit the final 5 minutes of the half due to foul trouble. He's back running the offense for the Blazers. Alejandro Vasquez looking for a screen from Coleman. Working on Danger and tried to reverse. Haggerty trying to push it for Memphis. Into the front court, into the paint, off balance, in! Wanted the whistle, but got the bucket regardless.
He's got such a great touch.
Here comes UAB the other way, but Coleman lost the handle on it. Jourdain cut off, and Memphis will reset. Danger backing him down, and he spins past him, and he's fouled. Power and grace. He's like a powerlifting ballerina. Enters and leaves the floor to keep all that trash from ending up on the opposition again. Danger is.
And brought a ton of energy, stealing a possession there. Just harassing McGee, 94 feet.
Haggerty finds Jourdain all alone.
Well, I think the attention Danger had.
Lendenborg to McGee. Rebound by Coleman, and he gets rid of it before going down. Plenty of time to shoot. Butta Johnson finds Lendenborg. Shooting over the top of Danger. Great effort again. This is Coleman.
Well, that's where he's at his best.
Carter re-enters, replacing Okoji. Here's Moore, mid-range up the out of bounds, drills it.
Great set play, baseline out of bounds. They ran so much action going towards the basket, then had more curling around off the screen, ball side.
He's got 7, already over his season average. Haggerty with another ball fake, aggressive defense used to his advantage. 14 now for PJ Haggerty. Moore gets into the paint, goes to attack Danger and rolls it home.
Nice soft touch by Moore. Usually coming in looking for the 3 ball. Gets a tough 2.
Haggerty on the other end, begging for a whistle. Numbers for UAB on the run. Lendenborg steps through, and he's fouled by Danger. 76% at the line this year. Already got another double-double. 36.7 points per game.
Tom, going back to your earlier point of what Andy Kennedy told us, he said, we've got to.
What a sloppy exchange. Cisse with the rebound.
Yeah. Cisse quietly with 6 boards. We have not said his name enough. Got to try to get him some easy 2s if you're Memphis at some point.
Got a baseline camera guy picked up the charge. Good job, Adam.
Cisse getting in the way much better. Cisse really kind of set a little bit of an illegal screen down low as he just on this game right here, especially if you're a bubble team, could have a tremendous impact on the selection show.
15 seconds to shoot. P.J. Haggerty gives it up. Danger guarded by Coleman. Here's Carter to fire. Yep. P.J. Carter gets his second triple. Out. Coleman there to bail him out.
Just a lot of jumpers in this game for UAB. They can't get as many offensive rebounds if there's not inside shots.
And now the floater. And Lindenborg fighting for the loose ball, saves it in the corner. Another crack at it for the Blazers. Johnson tries a floater himself and gets it.
Well, that's a better job. Those last two were being aggressive, getting to the rim. Again, this is a UAB team that ranks 354th out of 364 in three-point attempts per game, yet they have settled for 18 of them already.
Yeah, 0 for 4 this half from deep. Moussa Cisse with his second bucket.
It looks eerily similar to the first two matchups where Memphis dominated the paint points, averaging 51 paint points a game, and right now 32.
That's doubling up on UAB, 32 to 16. The actual Lindenborg going back to the free throw line. Penny Hardaway's team has been great in the Lindenborg. Looks winded. 10 minutes to play, perhaps in the season for UAB, unless they can pull this one off. Melissa.
But Memphis has 11 offensive rebounds, 22 on the defensive side.
Lindenborg one of two.
That Lindenborg was last to touch it.
I thought Pat Adams got it right. I thought it was off of Danger's left hand. 9.5 to play. UAB trailing by 5 against the regular season champs in the American. 3 ball on the way. Got it. Tony has done it again. His second 3 of the game, and it's a 2-point contest.
And if you're UAB, I think you got to say, look, Memphis is a good three-point shooting team, but we can't let them beat us from 2. Make them beat us from 3. Force it out of Danger's hands.
Danger attacking Lindenborg with a burst.
He's just going to dominate anybody that's on him. He's getting wherever he wants until that double team comes.
16 points and 9 boards with 3 assists for Dane Danger. He said after their first matchup, respectfully, I had no idea who Jackson Lindenborg was on 66% shooting. Jabari McGee has another free throw coming, these two for head coach Andy Kennedy. But in the first matchup, he had 0 assists and 5 turnovers. Blazers led by 3 at the half. Colby Rogers into the paint. Haggerty with a baseline drive. And a strong finish for the Conference Player of the Year.
Well, what happens there, they show the 1-3-1, but when the ball goes in the corner, it switches to man, and what happens is Coleman then has the man of Haggerty, gets beat off the bounce. Mismatch.
And it's stolen away. Bad pass. Haggerty trying to take advantage. And it goes! Well, with the second half for Haggerty, who's trying to become the first Tiger since a guy by the name of Lindenborg guarded by Cisse in the block. McGee, strong move, and another block. This time it's Cisse.
Well, the guards are driving in to score. If they can play off 2 feet, you can find your big man down low. Lindenborg, who's open. If they're going to bring a shot blocker over, that usually means even if you can't pass it, get it high off the glass to create an offensive rebound opportunity.
Run McGee off the baseline screen. Back out to Tony. Lindenborg squeezes the offensive rebound. Foul on his way back up.
He does his work early. Just keeps fighting in the post. Muscles his way. Tries.
Already today.
I'll tell you, one thing that really helps Danger is the spacing on offense. When you got shooters all around you, even if they're role players, they're quick.
Rise. Danger offensive rebound. Johnson finally corrals it for the Blazers.
Good job getting back by Memphis. This is a UAB team that gets over 15 points a game, 7th in the country in transition.
Coleman steps through, and they're going to get goaltending call. Moussa Cisse taking it off the backboard.
Well, and what we say to each other.
Very versatile on the defensive end. Cisse tracks down his miss. Shot clock late. Can't find the rim. Should have been a shot clock violation.
Oh, there. Pat Adams going to count it.
They count it?
Does it hit the rim?
I missed it. So Cisse with the dunk. And Lenneborg goes sprawling on the other end, slow to his feet. Here's P.J. Haggerty, rolls it home. He knows where the cameras are. He's got 21.
He is so good in transition. It is just a track meet, and he wins every single time.
Here's Lenneborg. Got off balance just a little bit. And a loose ball corralled by Tony. Sends it to the corner. Butta Johnson for three. And a foul on the rebound. Memphis is playing some inspired basketball lately. Alyssa, what are they talking about in their huddle?
Yeah, well, Penny Hardaway told me at halftime I wanted more energy. Yes, with twos. We cannot ball watch, no deep shots.
Well, they finally have made 1-3, but just one.
It's just a tough break for UAB. Good job by Memphis staying scrappy on the other end. But you talk about a 4-point swing towards the paint. Turn down some of these threes, get offensive rebounds into the free throw line.
Danger lurking to help. Lenneborg gives it up. McGee. Nope. Coleman is there, and he's redirected by Cisse. Now here comes the locomotive. Danger all the way down the floor. 18-point game for Danger. Coast to coast Danger. It is the largest lead of the game for the #1 seed in the regular season champs. Reach and foul on Okoji.
Well, he can credit Musa Cisse with a big time block.
Final four. Butta Johnson has earned another free throw. He's got 11 points now when leading with 5 to play. Two for two. UAB hasn't made any of its last 5 field goal attempts, but Butta Johnson getting it done from the free throw line. And into the hands of Danger. 2 years at Baylor and then Illinois. And a jump hook. He is unstoppable. What a great experience for Danger after redshirting his first year at Baylor. They won the national championship last year. He was an 8.4 rebound guy, and he has blossomed into a superstar here at the end of his college career. Lenneborg gives it up. Butta Johnson in the paint. Has it blocked by Danger into Lenneborg's hands. And a whistle stops it with 4. Nobody had put up a line like that. And it wasn't just the 30 points and 20. Just 1 of 2 from the line. 9-point Memphis lead. Here's Haggerty. Hard screen from Cisse. Goodness gracious. And the ball goes off of the shot clock. And Jabor McGee, who is a tough dude. Great high school football.
He was going hard into that, what looked like a legal screen from Cisse, and that's more on the UAB bigs not being able to call out. You got to call this out. Screen coming, screen coming. You can't leave him up there by themselves. And you could see he has Aguero's mouth moving. I'm not sure that he did.
Musa Cisse at the free throw line. Clanks the second. In it back in the 901. Here's Haggerty now. We'll slow it down.
Smart play by Haggerty. If this was earlier in the game, I think he pushes that in transition, understands time and score.
Danger guarded by Johnson. Great ball fake and into the corner for Colby Rogers. Trying to figure out how to place Memphis in the bracket. And on the other side with Gonzaga, it's kind of the opposite of Memphis in terms of their resumes. Memphis just keeps winning, but they don't typically blow teams out. They have underperformed according to the computer point spreads in a lot of games this year.
Home where they're 15-3, as we mentioned earlier. Just a tough Memphis team. It's been extremely steady. You go back, is this thing about to collapse? And ironically, it's become one of the more steady seasons, if not the most drama-free season in Penny Hardaway's tenure. And his team plays like it down the stretch.
Andre Turner on the staff. He's been a postseason hero in his Memphis history. Nolan Smith added, and so is Mike Davis. Loose ball after the long 3. 3 minutes to play. Another 3. Short. And Okoji committed a foul before recovering the rebound. Johnson 2 for 2 at the line today. To break down each region, and then later tonight at 8 o'clock, the women's field of 68 is revealed on ESPN. And over at ESPN2 at 9 Eastern, bracketology and a complete breakdown of each women's region. Butta Johnson has 14 points. Yaxel Lindenborg has 17 points and 16 boards. Been for Baraka Okoji. He's filling in for the injured Tyrese Hunter with Dante Harris, second string point guard, also confidence. And the next man up mentality, and he's taking advantage of it.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
He had a great run early in the season. They came from behind to knock off Missouri, their first game of the year. They rattled off 5 wins to start this season, including a couple wins in Maui. Great shot by Johnson. And that was an overtime win against UConn. They knocked off Michigan State. They fell to Auburn in the championship game. And that was just the start for this Memphis team.
They're not ready to foul just yet. Andy Kennedy says play straight up man to man.
Danger power move, left it short. Here's Jabari McGee. Tony.
Thought he was going to pull that one, right?
Yeah. He wishes he did, perhaps. 2 minutes to play. Johnson inside as Areru, fouled by Rogers.
Well, Johnson's really given them some good minutes. He's converted at the free throw line, 3 triples, and that time does a nice.
Bradley Ezerero, senior from Torrance, California. The preview of the selection show later tonight. 1 of 2 from the line.
Well, I think you go hack-a-shack at this point. Yeah, good foul on Cisse. Cisse and Danger in the game. You got to play the percentages now and try to see if you can't get them to go 0 for 2 on this end of the court.
It's a 9-point lead, and you want here.
Anticipate miss here for UAB. Good shot by Cisse.
Lindenborg has been less than 100% for the last 2 games, injuring his second toe on his right foot yesterday in the first half, and it's knocked away by Cisse and knocked off of the leg of Tony.
Well, coming into this game, it was Memphis that struggled to take care of the basketball, not UAB, who was one of the best. Assuming Memphis can hang on. This is a really impressive win. I know everybody's accustomed to Memphis winning, and you.
The Memphis team that has underperformed against the numbers in games where they've been heavily favored, but Ken Pom coming in today, one of the metrics that the committee uses had them winning this by 7, and it looks like they will outperform that barring a late barrage. McGee short, and the loose ball corralled by Cisse. 1:20 to play. PJ Haggerty will bring it up. Haggerty across midcourt, and the Memphis fans on their feet. Tigers looking to go back to the NCAA tournament for the 29th time, and a team that's talented enough to go to the second weekend. They haven't been there since John Calipari was the coach in 2009. Haggerty to beat the shot clock. That would have been icing on the cake. Danger, though, trying to pay it off, and he does.
Well, it looks like a Memphis Grizzly Zach Randolph down low, doesn't he?
This is a Memphis team that has the talent to beat you in a track meet, and they can also grind you on the inside. Vasquez, no. It's been end of the road for Yaxel Lindenborg and UAB. And interesting to see what his offseason looks like as he finishes and continues to climb the draft charts. Lindenborg is absolutely gassed.
Yeah.
He is given his Tigers. UAB has emptied the bench into the line for the Blazers this year in tears in the green and gold, but Memphis will celebrate. Penny Hardaway's got him back in the big dance, and they're going to take home the hardware for the second time in 3 seasons. Well-respected coaches shaking hands at midcourt. It's an 84-72 final. The 1 seed and regular season champions, the Memphis Tigers, are headed dancing again, and they're taking a trophy with them. Dane Danger with a 22-point, 12-rebound performance. P.J. Haggerty, the nation's third leading scorer, poured in 23 to go with 7 rebounds. More to come for this Memphis team, and more expected in the postseason. Last game.